Hello everyone, hope you are doing well today and welcome back to the channel. And so today I did plan to give y'all a toy review, and trust me, that's still be coming. But oh my gosh, guys, I had to make this video because this morning, we got so many leak listings for SS and Legacy and Gen Selects, and I had to cover it for y'all. So two things. Number one, if you not already know about these leaks and you don't see some of them on here, it's because I probably already made a video about them in the past, so that's the reason why that's there. And two, this will undoubtedly be a very painful video to edit, so if you could please hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. That being said, let's start off, shall we? Alright, so how we're going to be doing this today is we're going to be starting from the lowest class, which is obviously core class, and making all the way up to leader class. That being said, let's start off, shall we? So, branching into some SS core class, we have a leaks for a core class TF6 Ravage and Shockwave. And Ravage, I'm incredibly excited for that because it's probably going to go with the leaked Soundwave that we got a few months ago, so very excited to see that. And a TF6 Soundwave, a Shockwave, and it's kind of parsing why exactly that's not only in the core class lineup, but also coming out so soon. And if I had to make a guess based on my admittedly limited knowledge of how these things usually work, maybe a smaller version of him is 272's gun mode. Maybe this is my guess, probably wrong, but hey, that's just my take on it. Okay, so next up we have a TF86 Spike and TF86 Wheelie. So those two I'm actually very excited about because obviously the Spike and Wheelie that we got with Grimlock and I believe it was Snarl, kind of lacking, honestly. And these would be definitely nice to have, just to have like actual nice transforming versions of them, so I am exactly very excited for those. Next up we have a TF86 Ratchet. And while yes, obviously Ratchet did appear in the 86 movie, albeit for a brief moment, he still appeared in it. However, if I had to guess, because I mean, yeah, Hasbro was Hasbro, and they're gonna make Ratchet figure, but he was only in the movie for like maybe 5 seconds and he just died. So, it's kind of an out of the wall guess, but this might be like a code name because Hasbro, in case you don't know, when Hasbro like when things are in the early stages of development with Hasbro, they sometimes use code names to hide the real identity of the characters because, I mean, obviously leaks come out and they don't want anything to be spoiled. So this might be a Revenge of the Fallen Scalpel, but again, that's just a crazy theory and probably wrong, but who cares? Okay, so next up is a Transformers Dark and Moon Laserbeak, which again, very excited to see that. We did get one, like a very tiny one with the deluxe class Dark and Moon Soundwave from the Studio Series line. But again, much like the Wheelie and then with the SS Grimlock and the Snarl, it was definitely lacking. It could not move. It was a piece of flimsy, dark gray plastic, and this definitely have a nice core class version would be definitely very nice. And finally, closing it up for the core class lineup is a Studio Series 86 Rumble. And on one hand, yes, we're getting more cassettes. I love that. But then again, on the other hand, I just sold my Earthlight Soundwave, so I think I need to buy another one of those. Okay, so starting up the deluxe class assortment, I have a Transformers 6, aka Bumblebee Movie, RC, and Ironhide, and I am definitely very excited to see these because the Ironhide mold is definitely undoubtedly going to be a retool, repaint of the the Ratchet version, but RC is... she's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out because her design is very interesting and how the kibble works out. So I'm definitely interested to see how that turns out. And again, I'm very excited. Next up is a Transformers 86 RC. Now, this could be many things. It could obviously be another repack of the ERRC. Highly doubt that though. It could be a slight retool / remold of that, or what I hope to be a kind of a completely new mode that's just barely basing itself off that figure, but we will of course have to see. Next up is a Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Sideways, and I mean, I could live without it. I mean, he was on screen for like 5 minutes, so okay, why not? Next up is a Transformers Dark and the Moon Bumblebee, and again probably gonna be a slight retool of the Camaro Bumblebee that we got most recently with the Revenge of the Fallen version, Series 372. So again, I could live without it, but again, happy that I'm getting it. Next up is a very interesting one, a Transformers 5, aka The Last Knight Hot Rod. Now, Again, just like the A6 RC, this could be many things. Of course, it could be a completely new mold or a slight retool of that original version that we got way back in 2017. So I will be interested to see how that turns out indeed. And finally, for the Deluxe Class assortment, closing up is a Studio Series 8 of Extinction Deluxe Class Crosshairs. And this is actually one that I'm probably more excited about than the others because Crosshairs was my first ever Deluxe Class figure, and I just have an attachment to that character, so I'm definitely very interested in to see how they do that character and how exactly they handle his kind of trench coat cape thing that he has on. So definitely very excited to see all of those. Okay, so hopping on over into the Voyager class assortment, we have a Transformers 86 Hot Rod variant. Now, people would probably automatically think, okay, it's gonna be like a Shadow Glass version, but my theory is that if you look at your 86 Hot Rod, you see that the red he's cast in, it's more of a traditional red than anything, which at face value is fine. But if you go back and look at the animation in the movie, you can see definitely more of a magenta than a red. So my theory is probably not going to be a repaint of this figure, but just like magenta. That's my theory. Next up, we have a Transformers 86 Junkyard, which is just going to be obviously a Wreck-Gar retool. Next up, a TF6, aka Bumblebee Movie Thundercracker, so obviously a retool / paint of that Starscream mold, which I absolutely love. Foreshadowing for the next review, maybe, I don't know. I'm definitely excited to pick that one up. Next up is a Transformers Age of Extinction Galvatron, and it's just me, or is Galvatron getting a lot of love lately? First with the Kingdom figure, then with the leaked Red figure, then with the Unique Toys Nero, and now with this, so maybe it's busy going on, I don't know. Yeah, that's it for the Voyager class. Let's move up to Leidos. Okay, so moving up into Leo class figures, we won't have two of these, but still two that I'm very excited to see how turn out. First being a Transformers Studio Series 86 Autobot Sludge. So again, we get our third Dinobots. I believe all we need now is Swoop and Snarl. I believe I have the names right. Probably not, but hey, let's be very excited to see how this one turns out. And finally, something that is so long overdue, we have a Transformers Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Leader class, The Fallen. Now, this has been, like I just said, very, and I do mean very long overdue. I think when the movie first came out in 2009, he had, I believe, 3 toys being released, and each had their own individual problems. I believe the first one was based off a concept art, so it was very accurate to the film. The second one was a fine figure, but the colors were awful, and definitely not matching the movie. And the third one was an amazing figure, for the time at least, but still had bad colors. So I hope and pray to the dear Primus in the sky that this figure will be everything. It'll be big, it'll be accurate, the colors will be right, it'll come with accessories like a staff, the Matrix, and the background being a Sun Harvester. So I do have very high hopes for this figure, which is kind of hard to say because, I don't really care for the character, so kind of hard to say, but probably because we're waiting for such a long time. So that will wrap up today's leaks, and guys, like I said, this isn't even all of it. We still have plenty of leaks for the Legacy and Gen Select line, so expect a news video coming for those very soon. That being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye everyone, have a nice day.